Shalom. People of the United Nations, British Trust Territory of the Southern Cameroons, good morning. Today, na 11th day for the month of July 2019. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for now. Fellow citizens of Ambazonia. Today, I want to title this episode for my podcast as I Have a Dream, Deja Vu. There are a lot of news around for me to report, but I guess you already have that from the other platforms. So I'll go give you a no corny talk about a dream I get them last night. Dr. Ayabacho Lucas, he didn't get a very big interview over Sky News. This is a major platform, a major mainstream media outlet will be credible, and this they come after a visit from Ambazonia by one of a very renowned correspondent, a journalist, Alex Crawford. We visit Ambazonia. Before I go come for the content for that interview for Ayabacho for Sky News, I want to first take una about this dream I get last night. Last night, I get a dream about Seseko Ayok Tabi being in a similar situation with Dr. Ayabacho Lucas. In my dream, I go for the lowest city council for United States of America, the first entity where it be recognize Ambazonia independence or Ambazonia statehood, where in a one city for America. Make we go back for 2017 when Seseko Ayok Tabi be just rise for prominence after the declaration of our restoration, how it will be recognized by the lowest city as a state. Wanna listen?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to thank you to take that motion out of order. On May 2nd, I made a motion to support a resolution for the Southern Cameroon community in New England in its desire to restore its national sovereignty. And City Solicitor Christine O'Connor prepared the vote for this resolution, which passed unanimously. And it was presented to the government. And Fru Kimbang would like to address the council and thank the council.
The recognition of Ambazonian independence by a city in the United States of America was a milestone achievement for our quest for recognition as a state or as independent people of the British Trust Territory of the Southern Cameroons, Ambazonia. After that, it will draw a lot of interest from international media, mainstream media, international institutions. It be eventually boiled down to an interview of Seseko Ayok Tabi by a mainstream media in Nigeria, where he was ferried around Abuja in a vehicle. He talks about our resilience, his resilience, his determination to die, to even go to prison for Ambazonia independence. Even though we get argument, debate them, infighting, we be still make progress, irrespective of that. And the worst thing happened. The adoption, the kidnapping of the Naira 12 that will happen for Abuja when La République du Cameroon with French military officers then stormed the Naira Hotel together with Nigerian secret services adopting our leaders. And out of a sudden, all hopes were dashed. For the first time in my life, I wept bitterly over Facebook, and that video was watched over 1 million times around the world. No matter the infighting they will get them today, no matter the divide, the argument, the debate them, would they make big progress. A state, an entity within the European Union, within Spain, the Basque country, that actually recognize Ambazonia them their right to self-determination and acknowledge us as a people under the leadership of Dr. Ayabacho Lucas and the egg of C. I go play some excerpt them for the Ayabacho Lucas interview for Sky News. And I want week Ambazonia them be aware. Say every time we become very close for our victory, we don't see the pressure we be go on for United Nations Security Council. We don't see the recognition of our right of self-determination by the Basque country and the country the way they take interest for our struggle. The national president them for Europe where they don't contact Ayabacho Lucas. They search for a guarantor. And which way it happened, I don't remember now the human right the humanitarian dialogue where they go on for Switzerland. When I remember, say the very humanitarian dialogue, they began bring in Sumatra, these people where they fight for their own independence for Indonesia. They bring them for hotel, they arrest them for Switzerland. So I have a dream about this nightmare, this deja vu with Ayabacho Lucas. I'll get to that, but let's listen to the interview he had with the Sky News.
Yes, I agree with you that the humanitarian situation is spiraling out of control. Cameroon has a primary responsibility as the occupying power.
Well, hang on. I mean, you know, it's a choice to wage war for separatism in Cameroon, isn't it? I mean, why is that so important to break away?
It's not a choice. War was declared on us by Cameroon. Cameroon occupied Ambazonia in 1961 and has since
It's been one country since
it has
then.
never been one country. There have been two countries. That's a misconception that needs to be corrected. There has never been any Cameroon that is between Cameroon and Ambazonia. Cameroon gained independence on the 1st of January 1960, while Ambazonia was still under British administrative rule under the UN trusteeship system. And so it has its international border demarcated in 1916 and a form in 1932. So these are two countries, and one has extended its own
Well, they've been
border.
recognised internationally as one country for
Cameroon
decades.
gained admission into the United Nations on the 20th of September 1960 and recognized as an independent country with its demarcated international border excluding Ambazonia.
So you think it's worth fighting this war against occupation, even although it subjects your population to what's happened?
Even before the war, our population has been subjected to a level of impunity that is highly documented. And I think late Sir Nigel Rodney was there in 1999 and declared very well that there is systematic torture. Our people have been subjected to a level of banality that we are extremely very, very shocked that, you know, the world has not said anything or held Cameroon accountable for crimes against humanity.
And, I mean, it takes two, doesn't it, sometimes? I mean, are your forces also responsible for some crimes against humanity?
No, our forces are not responsible for crimes against humanity.
That was a powerful interview we have seen. In the space for like 3 minutes, Ayabacho Lucas give us a rundown, you know, talking from debunking all the lies about the one Cameroon and then articulate how Cameroon be getting independence with their own border and all those things. Perfect in a mainstream media. I know say a lot of people, they wonder sometimes why people they support one leader, why people they want carry some leader for up. For some people, they like worship because nothing would answer for La Republic the way they worship their leader them. Now the same way I be support Ayuk Tabi because for America their CIA their intelligence report about Cameroon they began talk say which we need for our independence. We need a single leader. We need one leader where if he stand for front. We need unity where if we mobilize our people. Then nothing no go ever be for nothing no go be able to stop we for we for attain our independent the aspiration we would always desire. The only way and only reason why they support Ayabacho, now the same reason why they support Ayuk Tabi. Now the person where if we project that leadership for mobilize our people to effectuate this our independence. Right now, he is the most charismatic, the most competent person. He has demonstrated it not by just the people he has attracted towards himself, the talents and all those things, but his performance. For we for really succeed, we must get that ability for be able to distinguish one person where he be qualified. If we put for front, make a me shine. Not be saying na worship. No, na a recognition. Say we need that leader where if he articulate, he be charismatic, if he give with that home run for diplomacy, for news, for change that narrative. As Ayabacho Lucas dan do. The Sky News come for you, no be if you go for them. My prayer na say me wait to way happen for Ayuk Tabi, me no happen for Ayabacho Lucas. Make we be able to overcome our primitive instinct that stop us from recognizing somebody else's talent. Now for our good, for put person where he be qualified, where he be competent, for before me advance our course. If no be our own person, no be the one for our own group or the one for our own group, it no really matter. Seseko embodies the nationalism, na a nation builder. When you listen for ye, when he talk about constructing road, he get that vision. But when it comes for liberation strategy, revolutionaries, Ayabacho, you just need to give it up to him. There is nobody that can compare to him in terms of charisma that we have seen so far. He has distinguished himself in terms of achievement towards recognition, just like Seseko. The recognition of our right of self-determination by the Basque country, the engagement in the capacity building in Belgium, when I means for bring all our leaders them together, make we be able to talk with one mob. We no fit get our independence if we no fit be able for fit put one person for before, rally ourselves around it for pushing me if we go away for that victory. If we the only fight, na still some man go talk say, dan say midi one go ahead, better move chakara or thing. No. The reason why we need to support a leader, not be because we like it or we not like it. Now because if he deliver, if we feel say the person will not like it, the person will feel deliver, will not feel like it, will not feel put it for before, will not feel rally around it, then we ourselves will be doomed. We will seal our fate by our inability for recognize competence. Now only so white man did they take them for succeed. For we will stay for white man country. Plenty of them no get sense. But then wait till they make them for succeed and say then get that ability for select the one the way then get sense among them. Even if you come up of poor family where you no get name for put you for before. Even the person where you wash pan, if you get talent for manager, you go come up from McDonald's where you wash kitchen, you go get put you for high place. Even for we will do work where then get discrimination, racial discrimination. Because of our talent, our performance for our job, we become even boss over the white man people them. And I said their country to succeed. We need as a people for develop the capability, the ability for rise up above our primitive instincts where they hold us down. Look at those leaders where they ran carry we wrong out of Switzerland. Now all because of their primitive instincts, their inability for allow another person for go before. They go prefer for better run, go cause it better mean that one man can take control for the country. So I'm gonna say better if na say you will go take control for that country, better now all about control. They need to think about the independence. They need to think about why this person they fight for go talk. In the fight for go talk na say one popular, in the fight for go talk na say me go before. Now people in this Ayabacho they na put over see them since they be teenager them. How did they stand front? Shake up, we don't see them all. How they don't give their life, even when they come up for Ambazonia or Cameroons with us. Go for white man country, then go start work money. Then still they sacrifice their time every day for UN because they are dedicated patriots. I make an appeal today for we Ambazonia. Make we rally behind this leader Ayabacho Lucas. We will never get to Boya with a ship captained by two captains. We will never get to Boya in a vehicle where the driver does not know his left or right. He doesn't have a road map. You have to listen to the passenger. Say, now, which side you go? They say, left, you go left. You say, right, now, which side population? They shout, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way. We will go there when we'll be led by principled, driven leaders, visionaries, revolutionaries, because we are in the middle of a revolution. We must stand together as one. We must rise up in ground zero and observe the Independent Day goes down. When are the only way for our population to demonstrate for the entire war. So one independence and separation from La République du Cameroon. Maybe we resist, we organize ourselves, defend our villages from state-sponsored terrorism from La République du Cameroon. We must stand as one man. We need one leader for rally behind it. For uplifting, may we put aside anything where the whole way back for the sake of Ambazonia. Ambazonia first. May our revolution be short. May the independence, freedom, democracy, civil liberty be in Ambazonia forevermore. God bless you. Capo Daniel signing off.